Are you currently deep conditioning your hair on relaxer day in order to see length retention? Because one single mistake can leave your hair weak, dry, and even result in breakage. So today I'll show you exactly how to properly deep condition on relaxer day for stronger, healthier, and longer hair. Hi my loves, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. Here in this channel we talk about relaxed hair care, hair growth tips, protective styling, and anything hair related. So if you know you're interested in this type of content, please consider subscribing to join the family. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to properly deep condition your hair on relaxer day to get the right balance of protein and moisture in order to see length retention. And without further ado, let's just get started. So I'm going to start by talking about the benefits of deep conditioning your hair on relaxer day. So why you have to deep condition your hair on relaxer day? As a matter of fact, deep conditioning your hair on relaxer day is a must. It is compulsory. Like if you don't have deep conditioners ready, or if you are out of deep conditioners, don't even think of relaxing your hair. Deep conditioning your hair is a must. If you go on to relax your hair without following up with a deep conditioner, you are going to regret it, because the way your hair is going to break off, the way your hair has become dry is going to shock you. So you have to put this at the back of your mind on every relaxer day that you have to deep condition. It is non-negotiable. And the reason for this is because relaxers work by breaking down the protein bonds in your hair. Basically, this is the mechanism by which it makes the hair straighter. So in order to make the hair straighter, it has to break down those protein bonds, and breaking down those protein bonds actually make the hair weaker, whether you like it or not. That is just the truth. So in order to regain the strength of your hair, in order to combat that weakness, you have to deep condition your hair. And not just deep condition, there is a proper way to deep condition, because if you don't deep condition, or if you do it incorrectly, after the relaxer day your hair is going to continue being weak and start breaking off. So instead of length retention, instead of heavier hair, you'll be getting weaker hair and hair breakage. And just this one thing may be what is responsible for your hair breakage after your relaxer day. There are tons of other things that you have to do when you are relaxing your hair or after your relaxer day. In fact, I made a dedicated video about what you should do around your relaxer period, like before your relaxer period, on your relaxer day, and after you relax your hair. That video is in my relaxer routines playlist, which is linked down in the description box below, so you can check it out. But in this video I want to talk specifically about deep conditioning and in detail about that. Okay, so deep conditioner is very important after your relaxers in order for your hair to become stronger, softer, healthier, and in order for it to retain length. So deep conditioner is non-negotiable for this reason, because you have to try and replenish what was lost from the relaxer process, which is going to act by breaking down the protein bonds in your hair. So this is going to bring me to the next step, which is choosing between the different type of deep conditioners to use. So that is protein versus moisture deep conditioner. Now I want to start by saying that you are not going to choose. Both of them are compulsory. You have to get a protein deep conditioner and you have to get a moisture deep conditioner on your relaxer day. So people do this mistake by using only one deep conditioners on their relaxer day, either a protein deep conditioner or a moisture deep conditioner. But guys, both are absolutely necessary, because if you go in with just a protein deep conditioner without following up with a moisture deep conditioner, your hair is going to become dry, brittle, stiff, and break off because of the lack of moisture. And if you use just a moisturizing deep conditioner, even though your hair is going to become moisturized and softened, your hair is still going to break off because of the lack of protein, because your hair will now become weak. So you need both type of deep conditioners. You need a protein deep conditioner to restore the strength of your hair, and you need to follow it up with a moisturizing deep conditioner to give your hair that moisture, that softness, and to give your hair hair that protein moisture balance. So you need to give your hair that protein moisture balance, because if it lacks one of them, your hair is going to break regardless. So you have to use both type of deep conditioners. Now some people may be confused. They don't know how to identify a protein or moisturizing deep conditioner, or don't know how to differentiate between them. And you can simply do this by looking at the ingredients of the deep conditioner you are using, like it's going to be on the label. So for the protein deep conditioner, you're going to be seeing ingredients like hydrolyzed keratin, hydrolyzed wheat protein, hydrolyzed steak protein, collagen, amino acids, egg extract, and a lot of other protein related ingredients. Okay, while for moisturizing deep conditioners, we are going to be seeing things like aqua, which is the same thing as water, aloe vera, glycerin, honey, shea butter, and a bunch of other moisturizing ingredients. So it's really very simple to differentiate between protein and moisturizing deep conditioners. Now there are some deep conditioners that contain both types of ingredients, that's either protein or moisturizing deep conditioners, but most of the time they are going to be more of one than the other. So a product may contain protein ingredients than moisturizing ingredients, or vice versa. But if they are present in the same amount, in the same quantity, like in frequency, you may settle down with using just this one product, because then it's going to give you the benefits of both a protein deep conditioner and moisturizing deep conditioner. But most of the time, some products actually have more of one compared to the other. So a product may have more of protein ingredients compared to moisture. In this case, you still have to follow it up with a moisturizing deep conditioner. And if a product has more of moisture ingredients or is heavily moisture based, you still have to follow it up with a protein deep conditioner, even if some of the ingredients are protein ingredients. Now, to be able to tell whether a deep conditioner is mainly protein or moisturizing when they have both type of ingredients, is to look at the number of the ingredients and the order of the ingredients. Now, for some protein deep conditioners, we are going to see the protein ingredients being listed first before the moisturizing ingredients are listed later. And it's the same thing for most moisturizing deep conditioners. The moisturizing ingredients are going to be listed first, while the protein ingredients are going to be listed later. So the order of the ingredients is one way you can tell if a deep conditioner is protein based or moisture based. Another way you can tell, like I said, is looking at the number of ingredients. So compare the number of the protein ingredients with the moisturizer ingredients. So for example, if the protein ingredients in that product is like 10, while you have just like 2 moisturizing ingredients, then that protein is more of like a protein deep conditioner. But if you have like 10 moisturizing ingredients and you have like maybe just 1 protein ingredient, then that product is more of a moisturizing deep conditioner. So these are the ways you can tell if a product is moisture based or protein based. Okay, now moving on to the deep conditioning process itself, you have to start with a protein deep conditioner, not a moisture deep conditioner. So after your shampoo, when you are deep conditioning, always make sure to start with a protein deep conditioner before following up with a moisturizing deep conditioner. That is the order. Don't switch up the order. Don't start with moisture and then follow it up with protein. Always start with a protein and end with a moisturizing deep conditioner. And what the protein is going to do is rebuild the strength that your hair has lost from the relaxer process. So like I said earlier, the relaxer process works by breaking down the protein bonds in your hair. So when you use a protein treatment or a protein deep conditioner on your relaxer day, you are actually giving your hair back that strength, which is going to make it stronger and prevent breakage. Now, some of the protein deep conditioners I personally use on relaxer days include the Afrogy Keratin 2-minute reconstructor and the Prophetic Mega Growth Deep Conditioner. So these are the protein deep conditioners I usually use on my relaxer days. Another protein deep conditioner I use is the Afrogy 2-step protein treatment, but I don't use this on my relaxer days. So you are not supposed to use the Afrogy 2-step protein treatment on your relaxer days. So that is why I don't use this on my relaxer days. I can use it before my relaxer routines or after my relaxer routines in order to give my hair extra strength and to give my hair a proper protein treatment, because it is actually a strong protein treatment. But on my relaxer days, I stick with the Afrogy Keratin 2-minute reconstructor and the Prophetic Mega Growth Deep Conditioner. Now, after giving your hair a protein treatment, you have to balance it with a moisture treatment. There is no skipping this. once you do a protein treatment, the moisture treatment is a must. So what your moisturizing deep conditioners do is to give your hair moisture, elasticity, and make it softer. Okay, so this way the protein moisture balance in your hair is restored. The same way your body needs both protein and water is the same way your hair needs this. Imagine just eating food or just eating protein without taking in water. What do you think is going to happen to your body? Now imagine taking only water without eating food. What do you think is going to happen to your body? So it's the same thing when it comes to the hair strands. It needs both protein and moisture treatment. So the moisturizing deep conditioners I usually use on my relaxer days are the Afro-G Balancing Moisturizer and the Austin Moist Deep Conditioner. So these are the moisturizing deep conditioners I usually use on my relaxer days. But on my last relaxer day, I tried the ORS Olive Oil Deep Conditioner for the first time. This is more of a protein plus moisture deep conditioner, but it has more moisturizing ingredients, so I used it as a moisturizing deep conditioner on my last relaxer day. Okay, so that's it for the moisturizing deep conditioners I personally use on my relaxer days and even generally. So the Afro-G Balancing Moisturizer is supposed to be the second step of the Afro-G two-step protein treatment, but sometimes I use it as a standalone for a moisturizing deep conditioning. So as long as the product you are using is a moisture-based deep conditioner, you are good. So that's it for how to choose the products to deep condition your hair with regards to protein and moisture. Now I'm going to move on and give you guys like bonus tips you have to do while deep conditioning on your relaxer days. And the first one is to cover with a plastic cap, especially if you have low porosity hair. If you have high porosity hair, you may get away with this because the product is going to get into your hair strands regardless. But if you have low porosity hair, you have to give your hair strands the extra help. If not, the products are just going to be sitting on top of your hair strands without being absorbed. So you have to give it the extra help, and you can do this by using a plastic cap. Now some people use heat instead of using a plastic cap. Both of them works, but I personally use a plastic cap. But whatever works for you, what's important is that you give your hair that extra help in order to enable your hair to properly absorb the products, especially if you have low porosity hair. Another thing is you want to rinse with cool water when rinsing off your deep conditioners. So you don't want to use lukewarm water, you don't want to use hot water, because these are going to keep your cuticles open. So when you are shampooing your hair, you can use lukewarm water or warm water, because making your cuticles open is going to get out the extra dirt that is hidden in there so that everything can be washed out. But after deep conditioning, you want to rinse with cool water in order to close those cuticles and lay them flat. If not, your hair is going to feel rough after your wash day, after your detangling routine and all that. And you may even place the products that have been absorbed at risk of being lost. So in order to get the best results from your deep conditioning process, to allow the products stay in, to close your cuticles, to get that shine, to get that smoothness, you have to rinse with cool water. So moving on, the next thing is don't deep condition before shampooing. I get this question sometimes and I've seen a lot of people do it, but honestly, it doesn't even make sense if you think about it logically. What is the purpose of a shampoo? A shampoo is to wash away dirt, strip away oils, and a shampoo is not just going to rinse away the build-up, the dirt and all of that. It's also going to strip your hair of its natural oils. And that is why after shampooing your hair, especially if you use a sulfate containing shampoo, your hair feels dry afterwards, because the shampoo is not just getting rid of the dirt, it's not just getting rid of the build-up, it's also stripping your hair away of the oils. So what do you think is going to happen if you deep condition before shampooing? It's almost like you wasted your time, because all those products are going to be lost when you shampoo your hair. It's almost like you are washing away everything. You are washing away the products, the deep conditioners and all of that. So that is why you have to deep condition after shampooing. not shampooing after deep conditioning. So don't make the mistake of shampooing your hair after you deep condition. If you have been doing this before, stop it, sis. So the right step is shampoo, protein deep condition, moisture deep condition, and not the other way around. So if you've been doing this, stop it. Moving on, the next thing I'm going to be talking about is follow instructions on the product you are using, especially when it comes to the recommended time you should leave the product on your hair. So there is nothing like a general rule that says that deep conditioners are supposed to be left on your hair for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Each product has its strengths, it has its mechanism of action, so you have to treat each product differently. So when you are deep conditioning, make sure you follow the recommended time on the label of the bottle. When I'm deep conditioning my hair and I'm using the Afuji 2-minute reconstructor, I don't have to wait for hours. So on the bottle, I think it says about 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes, something like that. So whenever I apply the product on my hair, 5 minutes, I'm rinsing it off. The same with the Oshi Moist Deep Conditioner, it says about 3 to 5 minutes or something like that, you should rinse it off. So that is what I do when I'm using those products, okay? But when I'm using my other deep conditioners like the Prophetic Mega Growth Deep Conditioner and the ORS Olive Oil Deep Conditioner, I have to leave them on for minutes, sometimes even up to an hour. And most of the time I even step out of the shower, like put the product on my hair, step out, just be around, do other things before I go into the shower to rinse it off. I definitely don't like that process, like coming out of the shower, being all dry and all that, and having to go back into the shower to get all wet, because by this time I'm already cold because I have been in the shower for like minutes or hours. So having to step into the shower just to rinse off my deep conditioner is just so uncomfortable, and that is one of the reasons I have to look for faster deep conditioners like the Afuji Keratin 2-minute reconstructor and the Oshi Moist Deep Conditioner, because with this I can literally wait in the shower, like just put on my timer, 5 minutes, I'm washing it off, unlike the others. So even with the inconvenience of the other deep conditioners, like the ones I have to leave on my hair for so long, I still have to do it in order to get the best result. So I'm not going to say because I use Afuji Keratin 2-minute reconstructor on my hair and wash it off after 5 minutes, I'm going to apply that to the other products. It doesn't work that way. So whenever you are using deep conditioners, make sure you're following the recommended time on the label of the product. I even seen people leaving on deep conditioners on their hair overnight in order to see length retention and get maximum results. And guys, it's either going to be one of two things, okay? So it's either you don't get any extra benefits after the maximum recommended time, or even worse, you are going to get breakage. So why waste your time doing something that is not going to give you extra benefits, extra results, or even risk breaking your hair? The people that wrote the instructions on the label are not stupid, guys. They have tested these products before releasing them. They know what they are saying when they said leave the product on your hair for 30 minutes, leave this product on your hair for 40 minutes. So always make sure to follow the instructions of the products you are using. Another tip I'm going to be sharing with you guys is to deep condition in sections, especially if you have high density hair. And this is to make sure that every single strand on your hair gets in contact with the deep conditioner as much as possible. If you have low density hair, you may get away with deep conditioning your hair all at once, but if you have high density hair, deep conditioning in sections is recommended. Like, I don't even joke with this. Like, if you guys watch my wash day routine videos or my deep conditioning videos, you will see that I always deep condition my hair in sections. So in order to avoid some of your hair strands being weak, always make sure to deep condition your hair in sections in order to get every single thing as much as possible. Okay guys, so that's it for the bonus tips I have for you guys when it comes to deep conditioning your hair, and that is it for how to properly deep condition your hair on relaxer day. So I'm interested and I'm curious, have you guys been deep conditioning your hair the right way or the wrong way? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I know that some of us may have been doing this without even realizing that they are wrong. So let me know in the comment section down below if you've been doing yours the right way or you have been making some mistakes. Okay, by the way, all the products I talked about in this video, like all the deep conditioners I use, ranging from from my protein deep conditioners to my moisturizing deep conditioners are all linked in my Amazon storefront in the description box. Okay, so if you are interested in getting any, you can check them out. Okay, so yeah guys, that's it for today's video. If you watched it this far and you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here and you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing to join the family, and don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, so yeah guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.